So, this is more like Painting Stream 3 because the past two they ended up copywriting because of non-copyright music. I think that's what they copyrighted. I don't know what they're copywriting. It's a painting stream. I just didn't want it to be like ASMR. So, I don't know, honestly. So this is gonna sound like ASMR, and I'm sorry, I have tried my best. And I don't have any original songs by myself, so I can't tell you what is non-copyright right now. Because I've tried looking up non-copyright companies, and that's happened twice, so I honestly can't tell you. I'm sorry. So from the past streams, which you now cannot see because they have been removed, but I have painted these with watercolor. And then there was this, which I painted the other day, and it's got silver shine, all of that, so that's cool. And I'm just gonna put it there. Nobody's watching, that's fine. And it's got watercolor here, so that's fun. And my previous chat had suggested that I draw a radical chicken because we were talking about stuff, and so they suggested I draw a chicken, and then somebody said a radical chicken, so they want me to draw a chicken with the shades, sunglasses, whatever you call it, and and then a skateboard. And I have gotten so far as to draw the chicken outline. So let's get back to it, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and turn off this light so that way you guys can actually see the drawing a bit better. And I am so sorry about the ASMR vibes. I don't know what music to play, and I will probably ask someone to add music to it later so that way it is not as bad. And hopefully they will not copyright my stuff because why they did, I don't know. I apologize for whatever has happened. Right now I'm just outlining the feathers of the chicken, le chicken. I do not mean to offend anybody. I'm just here to entertain and hope you guys like the stream, and I will just try and keep talking so it doesn't sound like an ASMR video, because that may be your thing, but for a stream, not so much if it's on the ASMR stream. So I will outline le chicken, and let me get a black marker, which I have in here because I use it a lot. And if anybody is watching, can you please tell them that this one will not be copyright strike, and I like people to try and watch if they can. That would be great. So now I'm just going to try and outline. So I hope everybody has been doing well during the COVID-19 situation, and hope you all are happy and healthy and safe and doing all that. What are you guys doing to spend the time anyway? Are you guys painting? Are you guys gaming? What are you guys doing? Are you caring after family? Are you guys not worried about it? Or are you worried about it? How is it going where you guys live? Just put it in the chat and just talk about it if you need to. Say it's not supposed to end until fall, but hopefully that's not true, because I'm sure a lot of us actually want to go someplace during the summer, and I definitely don't have a lot of places to go, but I definitely want to be able to do stuff. And everybody wants to do something. It's not like you just want to sit there and do nothing, which is also doing something. Doing nothing is also doing something, so that's still technically doing something. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I think it's pretty scary how all the stuff is going on right now. I'm safe. Pretty much everybody I know is pretty safe. Handle it pretty well, but yeah, just how are you guys? No, it's good. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good, honestly. I'm enjoying online school. I don't have to get up at obscene hours in the morning, and I don't have to just sit there in class. I can do. They just give you the work, which is nice because then you can kind of work on it on your own time and do it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. I think my favorite subject in school is either science or history. Never really been a big math fan. I mean, math is fine and all, but I just don't understand all the rules of math. And I think I'd always just rather prefer like science and doing experiments and watching things and their reactions. So that's fun. So yeah, if you guys can go ahead and tell anybody that my stream is back up and not copyright striked this time, since there is no music, that would be great. Yeah, so checking back in, I have finished the outline of Le Chiffon. Cool chicken. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Yeah. Chemistry is not really a fave of mine, but I still I'm pretty much like science. Chemistry's been really hard since it has a lot of math elements, and I've never been too great at math, but it's pretty fun. Okay, so back to this. I mean, my chemistry teacher is great, but I'm not great at chemistry. Okay, so here's the chicken. And now we're going to draw his shades, or her shades, you never know, or it, depending on what they prefer, and its skateboard. Now I'm gonna try and freehand this. This was I got from online because I can't draw chicken. I mean, like I just can't. So we're gonna try and give him some aviator sunglasses because I figured that would be awesome. Now he just looks like an angry chicken. But I mean, like, don't they all? I mean, all the chickens look like they're angry. I mean, I don't know what it is about chickens. Chickens just always look angry. Now he looks like a Tony Stark chicken. Nerd chicken. Eh. Nothing wrong with being a nerd nowadays, honestly. It's always better to not dumb yourself down and actually talk about stuff you like and always express yourself and make sure never dumb yourself down for somebody. If you have to dumb yourself down for them, then they're not the right person. Don't ever make yourself feel like you have to do that. That's something my mom has taught me. Don't ever dumb yourself down. If they can't see that you're the right person, then that's their fault. And yes, chat, nerds can be radical. I'm a nerd and I consider myself rad. So, yeah, dude. God, I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, don't ever dumb yourself down for somebody. That's not your fault. It's their fault for making you feel like you have to do that. Don't ever dumb yourself down. You will be fine. You will be fine. The world will be fine. You just need to take a deep breath sometime and just breathe. Just take in the air. It's like the phrase stop and smell the roses. What, Chet? Oh, bruh. Okay, so he's got some aviator sunglasses now. So I am going to outline those. Because who doesn't like aviator sunglasses? Okay, I would never personally wear them, but I still think they're pretty rad on some people. As long as it doesn't make you look like you have a unibrow. Now, I am going to keep talking for as long as I can because I don't have any music, and that's very awkward when you don't have music. So, yeah. And I'm sorry for the past couple getting copyright strikes. That was obviously not my intention. I'm sorry for whoever copyright striked me. How did you even... Like, I'm sorry, but how did you even find my channel? I have, like, barely any subscribers. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No. But yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know why the other streams got taken down. I thought I was playing some copyright music, but apparently not. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a YouTube bot, but they still stopped the stream, which is a total bummer. I mean, yeah, it's good that YouTube isn't making their employees go through every little YouTuber and do that, because that would not be a fun job. I would not want to have their job. I mean, if YouTube's watching, hire me, please. But seriously, that would honestly suck, and I feel bad for anybody that has to do that. Okay, so we've got some aviator sunglasses. Now we're going to do a skateboard, which we are going to angle a bit. We're going to... Oh, you guys can't even see. Bruh, I'm so sorry. There goes the mosquito truck. I'm sorry if any of you have skateboards and are watching this. I don't, and so I am trying the best I can. Right now it looks more like a hoverboard, which I think I might do instead because rad. And also future chicken. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing okay. I know I keep saying that, but I really do hope everybody's okay. I am just freehanding this, so I'm sorry if this takes a bit. I'm sorry that the original stream was late as well. If any of you guys are still watching from the original stream, but yeah, that was just an unfortunate copyright bot accident. So yeah, I hope everybody's... That was mighty awkward. But yeah, I don't think this drawing doing too bad, anyways. Okay, yeah. So, what's y'all's favorite show at the moment? Are you guys watching Netflix? Are you watching YouTube more often? What are you guys doing? Are you guys reading? Are you guys painting like me, or are you just gonna... Gosh. Well, I'm glad that I can be used as a kind of audiobook for you guys. Yeah. So you guys playing any types of games? If you do, are you able to talk to your friends when you play them? If you do, that's great. If you don't, make some new friends. I mean, if you don't like friends, you do you, hun. You do you. See, the one problem about being an artist is that I have really bad muscles and stuff. So I used to sit on the floor and paint, and that has absolutely ruined my muscles and my knees. So I try to not do that anymore because that was oof. I used to have to use a type of cane to stand up, so that was just not as fun. So yeah. Have any of you guys painted before? Have you guys drawn before? Are you guys watching the stream? Do you guys know me? Have you just found it in your YouTube recommended? Did you guys just find it randomly? Did you want to watch paint videos? You guys going to bed and just wanted something to watch? Anything is fine, honestly. I'm just glad you guys are here. No, I'm sorry that I'm such an amateur, by the way. This is my first stream, and I was going to play music, so that way it's not as bad. So, anyway, skateboard chicken with glasses. And now for the fun part, we are going to use some of these. And I think, so these are watercolor pencils, which I got from Artist Loft Necessities. And you can see they're watercolor by the bronze reddish tip. I know it looks more red because of the pencil, but bronze, whatever. The penny colored tip. Good enough. And we're going to try and use some watercolor without taking the black off, which I just realized. But anyway, we're still going to try and do this because what's life without a little bit of a challenge, right? Okay, so now I'm coloring the top part of the chicken, which I don't remember what it's called. Please don't mock me, chat. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, it's just a basic red color. I'm just gonna try and get it as bright as possible and try and fill in from there. And I think I might make the tail feathers the same color, just because that's how it was on the original photo. Now I had to use a photo for a reference because I don't live near chickens per se. I've just sorry, I got a text message. 1 second, chat. So copyright is just not fun. That was one of the viewers asking what had happened. So, yeah, and I don't have any social media for anybody in the future that does not know that. So I can't post it on social media. Sorry for that, chat. I'm glad everybody's doing okay. I'm just sitting here in middle of the night drawing a radical chicken. This was not something I thought I would do with my life or with any of my painting stuff. So that's a new turn for all of us, honestly. Now I'm going to use some of my brushes, and I think I might do maybe this one. Oh, it's got some extra conditioner on it. Sorry about that. This one's a watercolor pencil because it's got the blacks. It's by Zen Art, and it's called a faux squirrel rigger brush. So I'm going to try and be careful and not get the black onto the chicken, and I don't think that'd be possible. So they're gonna have pink feathers or purple. Yes, whatever black and red makes a darker red. This is turning out more pink. I think the blue undertones from it are coming out, but that's fine. Honestly, if it does, I'm fine with that. It's a rad chicken. It's wanting to be emo. It's an emo chicken now. Congrats, you have evolved or devolved. I don't know the evolutionary structures of hip chickens. I don't know. Chat, do you want to try and figure out the evolutionary structure of a hipster chicken? Because you can go ahead and try and do that if you want. I honestly have no clue what it would be. Anyway, what's y'all's favorite color anyway? I think mine's probably like a. It goes from day to day, but I think it's usually in the blue range. Just because blues are always a nice, cool color, and they always seem to just. I don't know. They always just seem to calm people down. One second. Hey, and I'm going to reiterate this. I am using an alias. So if you know me, please do not repeat that in chat. And yes, I have seen the message, so that's fine. Just message me personally. Yeah, I know. That's probably why I love it. Blue is one of the chat just said that blue is one of the calming most popular colors because of the calming properties. And yeah, that's one of the main reasons I like it, honestly, just because it always calms people down. And also because you get a lot more chance of people going, oh yeah, nice shirt. Nice shirt, dude. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's just nice. I just always like blue colors. You always feel more confident in blue colors. Do you know, fun fact, psychologically people see red first. So the more red you wear, then the more likely people are to like you. Fun fact. Don't actually quote me for these. This is something I saw off of like TikTok in psychology class. So like, yeah. I am in no ways a professional. I have to reiterate that like a gajillion times. Don't worry, chat. I deleted the comment that had my name in it, so don't worry about it. Yeah, a lot of people have anxiety issues now, and there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Just be yourself. Make sure you take a deep breath. Enjoy how the world works, honestly, which it's not working too well right now. But yeah, just try and get some air, and of course, don't go into any of the crowded places without a face mask. And make sure you do that. So right now I'm just trying to get a little more color in the tail feathers because I didn't think the red didn't have enough color to it. It was tinged to pink where I wanted a vibrant red. And if this doesn't work out, I might just switch to some acrylic, or I might just try and color it in with just the pencils itself, because I figured that might work better. Red is not always a bad color, chat. It's just noticeable. Like, red is a stop sign, but that's why it's red at a stop sign. Red things don't always mean bad. Like, there's roses. Roses aren't bad. Or the YouTube thing, that's not bad. I don't think it is. Yep, this isn't turning out how I want it, so I'm just going to go ahead and color it in with the pencil. And if you put water on things first and then color it over with a watercolor pencil, it turns out to have a more vibrant color, which I quite like, honestly, most of the time. Sometimes I want the lighter color, but most of the time I just want the vibrant color. It can be hard sometimes to try and blend it out, though, so just be careful when you do. Also, make sure you guys are getting enough sleep. Like, I understand there's a pandemic and everything, but everybody needs sleep. And make sure you check up on, depending on what age you are, what amount of sleep you need, because it's not always 8. And that's a very common misconception, honestly, I would say. Because, like, just because, like, yeah, babies need a lot of sleep, but so do teenagers, and so do adults, and all that. So just make sure you get enough sleep. So I am coloring in the shades by using the black along the lining to kind of shade it. Thank you for sending that to me personally. I will have to wait for a bit before I answer that, though. No, cool thing, I found out that, see, I just cleaned it, now I can't find it. What? Okay, so I found out that using the... Did I put it away? Sorry, chat. I am looking for one of my palettes that I cleaned up and put away, and now I don't know where I put it away at. Anybody else have that problem? Because I have a problem a lot, and I'm also pretty blind because it was right on the table. Classic me. So I found out that I can use the white on here, and now these are cakes. So with watercolor cakes, you want to soak them first, and then use the paint from that. So you got to get it saturated. And that produces a good color usually. And you can use that for lightening things, which you can't do with acrylic, because acrylic does lighten things, but not in the sunlight-esque, reflection-esque type of way whenever you're using things on, say, the reflection on sunglasses or stuff like that. So you want to get a nice color in. Just kind of lighten it. Thank you guys for coming to the third stream, by the way. I'm sorry that the past 2 got canceled. I don't know why these days are just really crazy right now because of the virus and all that. So, yeah, just enjoy the stream. And I hope you guys will come to the next video. And I'm going to do the skateboard. And I almost forgot to color the beak. How silly of me. So I think we're going to do a nice orange for this. Because, honestly, the beaks are usually orange or yellow, in my opinion. So, yeah. And try and do that. And how much you bet it's gonna stain with the black again? I'm going to try and not do that though. So we're gonna be very careful and try not to get it stained. There we go. So there's the beak on Le Chicken. It's just fun to say that. I'm sorry if I actually offend anybody saying that. Gotta remember next time for streams, I gotta get myself a cup of water if I'm gonna talk through the entire thing. And doing all this YouTube stuff has really made me appreciate the videos. Like, one of my best friends edited one of the videos I did, and it went from a 20-minute video, which I've deleted off the channel because that was bad, and they edited it down to a 6-minute video, and it's just insane. So whenever you watch the 20-minute videos of people playing games or something, you gotta appreciate that stuff, man. I mean, like, it must have been like maybe 3-4 hours worth of content that they played, and then they cut it down to like maybe like an hour less, 2 hours maybe. You just got to be careful with that stuff, man. I mean, just be. I just appreciate it. Just everybody appreciate everybody, okay? People are so underappreciated nowadays, and the fact that common sense isn't common anymore, so really it should just be called rare sense or something, really makes it all the more real. Yeah, well, I needed the video edited. And also, they were talking about it, so I loved them. And they did a really good job, and I'm proud of them. And they were just playing away with the software, so. They did a really good job. So I'm proud of my editor. And also, who edits the video will vary from person to person. So, comment down below which videos you like best, and I guess we'll see. Of course, it's all up to the editors on which videos they want to do. If neither of them want to do the video, I, of course, will try and do the video myself. Because, you gotta give it a try, right? And with the stream, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? Like, don't just, yeah. You always gotta persevere. And a thing I hear a lot that I like to follow nowadays is you gotta try everything at least once. Especially food. If you don't try every food at least once, then what are you doing? Just what are you doing? Food is great. I myself am a foodie, so I like to eat a lot of different foods. I've eaten things from, if you wouldn't even imagine, I've eaten a lot of different types of seafood. I've eaten stuff like oysters. I've eaten stuff like clams, mussels, you name it. There are a few things I still haven't tried, and I really want to, like stuff like let me think, seafood paella. I want to try that, or some, I don't know, or some soup dumplings, stuff like that. There's some stuff out in Asia, and I want to try that, and that's called custard apple, because it's supposed to be like an apple-looking fruit, but it actually tastes kind of like custard. like vanilla custard, and I thought that was so cool because it looks like a tennis ball. And I just thought that was amazing, and thought that if one day I ever get to travel there, then I would like to try that. So yeah. Are there any foods you want to try, chat? Because if there are, I'd love to hear about them. There's some. While we're waiting for a chat to say something, I'd like to. I usually, whenever I try stuff, I try and mark it on one of my lists, and one of them I do want to actually try eventually is a thing that's basically it's like it's sea urchin. Uni, uni, umi. It's one of those, but it's basically they open the sea urchin and it's yellow inside and it's creamy like butter, and I kind of want to try that. Ah, Italian food. Yeah. I actually got to try some of like our like authentic pasta. It is a lot different. If you want your pasta to be better, by the way, you got to cook it al dente. Now, whenever you're cooking pasta, you're going to want to try and cook it, but then stop it like a little bit before the time because pasta continues cooking on the plate. So that's why you gotta continue doing that. So whenever it's al dente, it's just a little bit firm. And I honestly like to eat my pasta like that because I think it gives it more texture and it's a little bit more chewy and it's not as slippery as I like to say. So I quite like it like that, honestly, and I just think it's better. Uh, yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Anyway, I have a weird habit of I keep putting too much milk in my mac and cheese, and I call it mac and cheese soup. And I always add a little bit of salt whenever I'm microwaving them because I always think that's better, and I just think it's great. Yeah, I know. Second. Sorry. But yeah. You know, the other day I was scrolling through just online, and I don't have any social media, so I think it was on YouTube, and they were talking about two truths and a lie or something. And one of the guys actually dips their Doritos in milk. Like, are you kidding me? Thank you, chat. I am trying my best. But yeah, they dip their Doritos in milk, and I don't know why. And they still drink the milk. Like, if you're going to do that, at least pour out the milk first. That's the whole point of Doritos is the powder on top. And then you just have corn chips. It's just bruh. Just why? I mean, to each their own. I mean, I eat mac and cheese soup, so I can't really say anything. And yeah. So I'm almost done with this chicken. I actually forgot to color his feet, so I will do that in a second. But after that, I think I'm about done, and we'll see what chat thinks because they're the ones that suggested it. And that would, yeah, that's a big oof, chat. I agree. I don't know why. So in the future, I was thinking about doing a blog channel, just like a talking channel and see what you guys think, and maybe do something like a D&D channel and a gaming channel and just several different things and see what you guys think. So we'll see what you guys think about those videos and see what goes on. And I hope you guys like that anyways. Because, yeah, I'm just hoping you guys are okay. I pretty much enjoy D&D. Do you guys like D&D? It's not as a nerdy thing as you think. It's basically math disguised as a game, but it's more like you don't really have to add as much, honestly. Once you get to understand the basics, it's more like do whatever you want. Chat wants to see me run a D&D campaign. I don't know about that, chat. I honestly, I think I'd get annoyed and just figure out how to like annoy the players. Or one of my favorite things I think I've seen on just TikTok compilations when somebody suggested a tower, and they said do this if people keep saying your traps are too easy, and you have a tower but there's skeletons all over it, and then whenever they try and climb the tower to get to the thing at the top they're trying to get, skeletons come alive and or the undead or the ghosts or whatever pop out of the skeletons, they come alive and possess them, right? But instead of throwing them off of the or throwing them off or something, they just possess them and then unpossess them. So it doesn't matter how high they are, they'll fall from the tower. Just yeah, that's just a huge oof. I mean, like I would hate that to happen. Of course, the current character I play can fly because of my DM being nice and me not understanding a race. Because I thought they could always fly, and turns out they can't. So that was just them being really nice because I'd already flown a lot in the campaign, and yeah, so that was just a huge oof situation, and I'm going to get the excess because it is running all over the place. But yeah. So I'm going to now have to repaint this one area because it ran all over the place and I was not expecting that. And it's okay though, it's not a very bad issue, it's just a little bit of, not as bad. Some colors are easier to cover up as well. I'm redoing this, so it's not as vibrant and not as good. Let me fix this and I will be done in a sec, chat. And there we go. So rad chicken as per request. What do y'all think? My two viewers. They are great. They have no gender. I don't know. It's a chicken. It's a chicken. It's a rad chicken. That's a random painting on the back of me playing around. But it's a random chicken. So, yeah. I will see. No, chat. A female chicken is a hen. A male chicken is a rooster or a cock. Yeah. So in the request chat, it's like 12 at night. Ha ha. Yes, it's a chicken. It's a chicken. I can look it up on Google if you guys don't believe me. It's crazy, I know. I can't even. I wouldn't know how to draw that character. I have an idea, but I'm not very good at drawing characters. I want to see if I can get anybody to join the stream. Just for fun. Now I'm posting this on another YouTube Discord. So hopefully I don't get instant spammed, because they do that. Usually what we do on that Discord is talk about stuff or work on homework or stuff like we just played Minecraft. One of the people on there that we like to play with actually runs not a Discord, a Minecraft server, and it's got 300 plus mods. So it's a lot of stuff on there. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, chat. So there is your red chicken. So I hope you guys will enjoy. So I guess. No, it's okay, chat. I don't really know what to do either. I'm just sitting here. I don't want to waste any paper, so I just don't know what to do, and I just want. If nobody else joins in a bit, I might just end the stream here. It's at a good 48 minutes. I think that's a good amount of time. It's like double my first video, and I've been talking for over a straight hour, and I think that's a good thing. Now I know YouTubers are like, oh yeah, I've lost my boy, so yeah, I get that now. It's insane how much work people put into their stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you just watch a YouTube video, right? Okay, so my YouTube video took over an hour to upload, 20 minutes to record, and then the person I asked to edit it took over 30 minutes, and it ended up being a 6-minute video after the final product. So, yeah, it's just insane. Oh yeah, and just in case anybody did not know by now, my hair is blue. Yes, oh my gosh, my hair is blue. It's usually blonde, so if you see that sometime in the future, that's why. I have to keep it blonde for school, but yeah. Is anything chat wants to talk about? Just any requests? Practice for my blog anyway. Talk about D&D stuff. We can talk about just life in general. Oof, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about DMing. I don't think I'd be too great at DMing, honestly. I think I'd be kind of frustrated. And after I get frustrated, I want to help them, but I gotta let them work on stuff. I've been good. I've been good, chat. I've just been painting. I finally got permission to start a YouTube channel, which is nice. I mean, I've been wanting to do this for the longest time, and yeah, I just wish I had some way to promote it without paying. So yeah, that's fun. I know some probably. I don't. Anybody's really, really okay nowadays. Honestly, the whole world is just insane nowadays. I just hope everybody's okay. Thanks, chat. It's just hard nowadays. For a funny thing that happened this week. So we finally got internet guys to come over, right? And they installed a faster internet. But because of that, they drilled through a water pipe, which then caused the walls to leak. And our refrigerator was already broken, so we had to get a thing. So we had to take all the stuff out of the refrigerator because the refrigerator guys wouldn't come and do it yet. So basically, chat. Yeah, and we had to get them to fix the water pipe and fix our refrigerator, which is still broken, honestly. It's working again, but the guys have to come back because they didn't actually fix it. There's still an error message on the refrigerator. So that's just, it's just great. I mean, our house is flooded more than 3 or 4 times now, so it's kind of crazy at this point. My favorite D&D monster, oh, speaking of that, I just saw today that there is a new master from, there's a new monster by Kobold something, Kobold Master, Kobold, not Cobalt, it's Kobold, like the monster. Kobold Master, there's a new thing called, like, the Death Shadow or something, and it's stronger than a Tarrasque. So move over to Tarrasque, there's a new dude in town. Lady, whatever it is. It's pretty scary. It doesn't even knock you prone. It literally will kill you in 6 turns. It has 3 attacks per turn. That's a little... Oh, and it's resistant to everything and immune to cold, necrotic, and something else damage. And it's insane. I just found that odd. Probably Gelatinous Cube is one of my favorites, though, just because it just dissolves everything. By the way, chat, I've seen this a lot. What is a beholder, anyway? Because I have no idea what a beholder is. I've seen it around a lot, but I haven't seen it too much. Yeah, my voice would probably last a lot longer, but because I usually do a lot of singing and I can sing pretty well, I would like to thank myself. So if you guys want me to do singing videos as well, or just cover songs, I will do that as well. But I haven't been doing the vocal exercises. So my voice is kind of sore. But just because of it gets mentioned all the time. Oh, okay. I meant like cube, like jelly cube. That would be creepy. That kind of sounds like a monster from Terraria. Chat just said that Gelatinous Cube looks like a meatball with an eye and 10 eye tentacles. So that's honestly not, that doesn't sound that great. Oh, a beholder? That's what a beholder looks like? That's scary. I wouldn't wanna run into a beholder. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just because it gets mentioned a lot in popular culture. The Gelatinous Cube is probably one of my favorites. Like, not sponsored, but if you guys haven't seen the Disney Pixar movie, Onward, it's really good. I mean, like, it's definitely going to be on one of my favorites. It's just great. The characters are great. They're voiced by some of my favorite actors. You know, Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, the whole thing in the movie is to just move onward with your life. Just move forward and go on with your life. It's okay. Stop dwelling on the past. You can do this. It's okay if you lost somebody. I just think it's a great movie, and there's a lot of D&D references in the movie. Like, one of the main characters has a wrist glove thing, and it has a D20 with lightning coming out of it on his wrist glove thing, which I thought was epic. And part of the main thing in the movie is, okay, one of the main things, I don't want to spoil it though. Basically, one of the main characters plays a type of D&D that's based off of their history. So, and they use that for some of the story. I'm not going to explain any further because that would ruin the plot. But I love it so much. The fantasy element is so awesome, but it's also so relatable, which I find amazing. And it's just amazing how people can do that. Just the fact that you can intertwine reality and fantasy and then make it so relatable. And speaking of that, have you guys looked at VR lately? You know the movie Ready Player One? All the stuff from that has actually been invented now. So like the running treadmill thing, so you can run around and you don't really go anywhere. They have a 360 treadmill like that, and now they have the chess piece thing. And basically, you can feel if somebody punches you. And Ready Player One is just a pretty good movie. I like. It's basically about this kid, and the entire world is, they don't do anything but play in VR. The entire world is VR, and it's amazing. Honestly, I wish we had that nowadays. I mean, there's a good amount of things in the real world, but I think if we had the VR, I mean, we have VR, but I think if we had the VR like they do in that game, I think it would be easier for people to stay inside. Just like easier people to stay inside, it keeps the coronavirus from spreading more, and it's just great. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff, just a lot of things that need to be done. And people that study it. So yeah, I don't know. Technology is so amazing. It advances every day, and people are so unique and different. There's just so much, and there's so many things that are so different nowadays. Just people get so immersed in their own world, and sometimes you just need to take a step back and realize that the world doesn't revolve around you. I know that sounds like an arrogant thing to say, but it really doesn't. It doesn't revolve around anybody. If it did, there wouldn't be a thing like sociology, which is the study of groups, basically. Psychology of groups. That's a major thing. And that if the world revolved around you, you wouldn't have that. So everybody has their own personal narration. And it's just amazing. There's so many different languages and so many different cultures and so many different holidays and religions and all that. But people can still communicate through like things like body language and music and things like that. It's just amazing. And it's just like it's so complex. The human brain is so complex. Have you guys ever realized that to yourself you hate hearing yourself talk, right? Okay, and you hate recordings of yourself talking. Usually people don't like to hear that, and they think it sounds so different, but whenever people talk to themselves, and it sounds completely different, but whenever they hear a recording they think it sounds different, but whenever other people hear that recording it sounds just like them talking. Is that weird, or is that just me? Because I think that's pretty weird, honestly. Like, what? Why do people do that? I don't understand. It's not like a thing. And do you ever think that people with dissociative identity disorder have like multiple narration voices in their head? And if they heard a recording, would they think it'd sound the same as sorry, itchy eye? Would they think it sound the same as the person because it's not really in the same mindset? Then the same person. So would they think it'd be sound the same as when they speak, or would they think it sound different? Yeah, and there's even people that don't even have voices in their head. Like, how? You gotta talk about this, fam. How do you even, like, do they not talk to themselves? Do they not go over speeches in their head? Whenever you walk up to a person and have a conversation, do you just not say anything? That's a little weird, honestly. Because then, I just don't know. Like, people think of abstract ideas according to I don't know. I'm not them. I can't vouch for that. And there's so many amazing stories. Like, there's the guy that did 32 flips underwater. There's the guy that swam in the Arctic. The guy that unicycled around the world. The lady that can smell disease, like Alzheimer's. I mean, there's gotta be. It's amazing. Or synesthesia. Painting music. Just seeing color in the air from sound. I would think that'd be chaotic. Can you imagine walking across the street not being able to see anything because of all the color? That has to be awful. But I would think it'd be also amazing to see all the different colors and just see what types of sounds make what types of colors. I just don't know. The world is chaotic and beautiful. I mean, you can't choose just one. You can't have order or chaos. There's always a union, okay? It just doesn't. It just. Like, without chaos, you wouldn't have the beauty of galaxies. It would just be orderly dots in just like a square or a circle or something. But with just a bit of order for like laws and certain things of the universe that things always have to follow. And then you have chaos, which adds to the mystery and beauty of things. Because if everything was orderly, we wouldn't have art. Because everybody would have to follow the same format. So I think it's amazing that there's so many different things in the world, honestly. And I feel bad, honestly, for all the people that are, like, I'm gonna get a little political here. I feel bad for all the people that are the racist and the misogynist and all those types of things, because there's just no reason to be. There really isn't. It's like yin and yang, okay? If you think about it, there can be no good people without having bad people. Sad, I know. But you really can't. I mean, because if everybody was really good, then that would be seen as normal. Unless you have bad people, good people seem normal. And if everybody's bad and there's nobody good, then that seems normal. So you can't have one without the other. Just the theory of time. So if I have a time machine and I go back to this second, and then I do something. Now, here's the question. When I go back in the future has changed, but will I say that I have changed the future or changed the past, or would it have already happened? And I would have not known I changed the past. So there's no way of knowing whether any of that happened, because it's hard to say, because it's like you change the future, but the past has already happened. So so you have two different alternate timelines. And if you think about it, like even something like brushing your teeth. Oh, congratulations to me. They just Now let me play the other things. So that's great. Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen Endgame, Endgame is pretty great now. Endgame was a pretty good movie. I guess it's chaotic. I mean, it's just, there's alternate realities. There's yeah. Do you know if you take 3 deep breaths a day, you can expand your lung capacity? I just read that somewhere. Don't quote me on any of the stuff I say. It's just my opinion. I guess I should change the thing from painting stream to philosophy theme stream. It's like the problem of you have 2 people and you have a railroad, right? And then on one side there's one person, but it's your family member or a loved one or loves something. And then on the other side there's a group of people, but you don't know them. And then if you have the railroad, then and there's no way to stop the car, what will you do? Would you hit your loved one, saving the majority, or would you hit the majority, saving your loved one? It's honestly a hard question because you want to save your loved one, but you also want to do the right thing and save your people and save people. Or it could even be criminals and a loved one. Some criminals are just for the wrong reasons, the wrong things for the right reasons. But so I think it makes me laugh because it's like, if y'all weren't dumb enough to see an oncoming train, I mean, it's not like they're tied to the tracks. Just go honk honk, get off the track. I guess so. I don't know. This reminds me of one of my English classes. Every day for warm up, they would pose a philosophy question. And it makes you think. It really does. I always worry about the state of the world. I just worry. I can't control it, but there's just not much you can do, right? So if you guys have any requests for the future or something, just go ahead and do that because I think I'm going to end the stream in a couple of seconds. So I hope you guys have enjoyed and good night. I just knocked that over.